This is December 26th, 2021. This morning we got the news that Desmond Tutu, Archbishop in South Africa, has died. 90 years old, long illness. Archbishop Tutu was one of the people who was an architect of the Truth and Reconciliation Commissions in South Africa. And it is that effort that is largely credited with the fact that South Africa did not descend into civil war with the fall of apartheid and all of the injustices that were part of that. And for that, Desmond Tutu received the Nobel Peace Prize. We mourn his passing. This evening we meet as Living with Intention, and we are experiencing our own kind of civil war in the matter of how it is that we respond to the social, medical, political complexities of the COVID pandemic. And the result of that is that in Living with Intention is that we have at least 4 people that I know of that are considering leaving the group. Tired of this conversation, angry at people who believe what they believe, feeling unsafe to talk about what's going on with this. The group is in danger of splintering. So I want to review with you what is the aim of the group. We've had several times when we've gathered and talked about, okay, what is your aim? What is your purpose for being here? And some of us have accepted that invitation and have talked about why we're there. We don't have any kind of collective statement of the purpose of the group beyond what I've generated for the purposes of the meetup. But let me just try to say what I think we're moving towards in terms of a kind of consensus here. And I understand, this will reflect my biases. It can't otherwise. But so what I think we're doing is that our metaphor here is that we are on a pilgrimage together, and we're traveling the road of life, and we're on our way to becoming the fullest expression of ourselves that we can be. And we understand that on that journey, it's important how it is we relate to each other. Do we support each other? Are we supported by, are we getting and giving what we need in the conversations that we form as we're seeking to live our lives with intention? Largely, this is about how do I think about the world? What are the cognitive maps that I use to make sense of what is arising? And out of what is the sense I make, then how do I behave? What do I do in an effort to create more and more of what I need? Now, to be able to do this, I need to be able to see clearly what my map is. What maps am I using? And to be curious about what maps you are using. And we each need to be willing to look at ourselves, to hear from each other, and to abandon the maps that we're using when in fact they don't work insofar as they fail to create what it is that we need. What is it that we need? The conversation that we are having now with regard to how we each individually and collectively respond to the threat of the coronavirus is a microcosm of the conversation that is happening quite literally everywhere on planet Earth amongst humans. We're all having this conversation. And as a result, we're becoming more and more polarized, angrier with each other. We're intolerant of them. So what are we going to do? Are we going to have the courage, the wisdom to do as South Africans have done and talk respectfully to those that we see as our enemies? I hope to see you tonight.